grand one-on-one cast iron skillet. Way up in West ever cause it took a village. Way up in the shorty, she think I'm a Hollywood villain. Happy to say that I'm no longer working with.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Milwaukee Brewers. Today's focus is on a bullpen that's been tremendous recently. From the setup arms to the closers, this group literally changes outcomes of games, Singy.
It's been incredible to watch, Boog. And once the starters hand over the ball, it's been practically game over for the opposition. That bullpen will likely play a major role in this one today, too.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll here. And our pitcher tonight, Tobias Myers. What do you have on him?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 2. The pitch. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds. Just off the outside edge, and that's ball 1. Myers in his second season, 26 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2016. Nobody out, runner at first. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Hit on the ground might be 2. Off balance feed. There's 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Ellie De La Cruz at the dish. He's a guy who can fill up a scorecard.
Everyone stops what they're doing when this guy's at the dish. He's a dream player for fans.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Just missed. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
Gets under it and pops it up. Monasterio makes the catch, inning over. Reds go down quietly, and now the Brewers will get their first cuts. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and today's starter, Nick Martinez. What do we have on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Terang gets his lead at first with nobody out. There goes the runner. Pitch misses. Throw to second. He's safe. Singy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Man at second. And that just misses.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now all even up. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Here's the 2-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Nabs it. Runner tags at second. Throw cut off to third. And it comes in too late. He's up to third on the fly out with 1 away. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. A very athletic offensive group with speed spread throughout this offense.
Yeah, and it's so important that they have patient and quality at bats, because the key is to get on base. If they do that, then they can create a whole lot of havoc on the base paths, get runners around the score, and then that's going to get you some good pitches to hit as well. So a very athletic team, and we should be in for a treat in this one.
It's not the standard approach that we see in today's game, but it does work for them offensively. And there's a foul ball. Squirts away a little bit, and the runner holds.
2 strikes.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back there. See you later. And it gives them the lead in the first. It's 2-0.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
bases empty, one away. Here's Yelich at the dish. That one in there across the letters.
No ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a foul out of play. 1 out, bases empty. That one off the mark, and the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And the batter now, Jackson Chourio. And that's in the dirt.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Right through there for a strike. 2 outs, bases empty. That's a little bit low. Fouls one off. 2-2. And that skips in the dirt. Goes down looking. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. New inning getting started and ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Christian Encarnacion Strand. Myers back to work. Pitch is in there. 0-1.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Outside, and now it's even 1-1. Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack. Sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
That's inside. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
Fastball for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Frelick has a beat on it. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 1 away.
That is it. The designated hitter,
Jamer Candelario, the next to hit for the Reds. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Late on that fastball. Myers, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. One down, base is empty. Got him looking. And there's 2 away.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
Next to hit, Blake Dunn. Strike on the inside corner.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
That one almost got him. The 1-1 is fouled off. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Two down, nobody on.
Full count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
In the air, left field. Chorio makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Bottom of the second. Up now for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. Yeah, the first offering a fastball for a strike. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. In the dirt, 1-2 to count. Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Well, he really had to battle for that one. Man, that was so fun to watch. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Next for Milwaukee, Mark Canha. Yeah, that's fouled off. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out here in the second game of the series. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout. Nice job behind the plate there.
Batting eight, the shortstop.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Andrew Monasterio.
Ball one.
In the dirt. He's in there. Ortiz up to third on the wild pitch.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
That one finds the zone at 1-1. Ortiz stands at third with one gone in the inning. The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering is fouled back. And that misses. And now 3-2.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Blake Perkins stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Perkins matched a homer in his last game. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Drops into the glove. That is the inning. Brewers strand one, but they're on top 2-0. On to the third inning. Now the left fielder, Gavin Lux.
Gavin Lux.
Lux with a couple of homers in his last game.
No ball, 1 strike.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that is gone. A solo shot. His 4th home run of the season. And they're on the board. It's 2-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Here's the third baseman, Santiago Espinal. First offering, and it just misses.
1 ball, no strikes.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Clips the corner, and the count 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Next offering misses, and that's ball 2. High fly ball out to center field. Perkins. And there's one down.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Austin Wynn.
Now the catcher up to hit. Austin wins. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Hit in the air, center field. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
TJ Friedl, the next to hit for the Reds. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Fastball for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Good job to fight that one off. And that's in the dirt. Going to count 1-2. And he grounds one to the right side. Finds his way through, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
That's a good job right there.
The batter, number 9.
You got 2 strikes on you. Just got to battle.
Matt McLean.
Matt McLean, the next to hit for the Reds. He's 0 for 1. And a foul ball. Next offering upstairs. Rolled over to third. Ortiz. Off balance throw in time. Third out, and that ends the frame. 1 for the Reds on the homer. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Bryce Terang. That one hooked foul.
Well, these Brewers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. That
Ball.
misses the zone. It's 2-2. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. On the outside corner, got him looking.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. Fly to right his first time. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
And that one sliced foul. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
Oh, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Just off the inside corner. Ball 2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Contreras in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
In the air to left center. Friedl sizes this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. So they go quietly there. On to inning number 4. It's the Brewers 2 and the Reds 1. Back here at American Family Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Ellie De La Cruz. That's to 3rd. Whips it across, and 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Up next for Cincinnati, the first baseman, Christian
Encarnacion Strand, the next to hit for the Reds. Encarnacion Strand, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2021. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Slice to right, and it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and now the tying run is into scoring position.
There he is coming through with a knock right there. I like the fact that he can pick him up and put him down a little bit. First basemen are known for the speed, but you see him get that extra base hit there. Now he's in scoring position.
1 out, runner at second. Jeimer Candelario getting ready to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Off the mark there. Ball 1. Man at second. And that one fouled off. And downstairs. And fouled off. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes.
Now pitching for
DL Hall, ready or not, in the game now after the injury.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Blake Dunn, the next to hit for the Reds. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that'll do it. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of the fourth. It's the Brewers 2 and the Reds 1. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the DH, Christian Yelich. The pitch. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Encarnacion Strand makes the grab, one away.
The left fielder, number 11, Jackson.
Here's the left fielder, Jackson Chourio. Caught looking his first time up. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
That clips the zone. Strike one. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. The 1-1 is fouled off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Struck him out looking.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it'd be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
2 down, base is empty. Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. That ball misses one. The zone. Ball 1. Two outs. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee, but they still lead it 2-1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. fastball for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Aaron Ashby, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Koenig also getting ready. Pitch misses,
1-1.
and the count is 1-1. Out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Up next for Cincinnati.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
So digging in, Santiago Espinal. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Hit on the ground to short. Into the outfield, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Next for Cincinnati, Austin Wins. Flied out his first time. Fought off foul. Lux on second. Espinal at first with no outs. In the dirt, blocked, but no advance from the runners. And there's a ball.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
That one way inside.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Got him swinging.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer flat. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
And now the center fielder, T.J. Friedl. He's 2 for 2. That's ripped into the outfield. Brings it in, and there are 2 outs.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
McLean.
Matt McLean, the next to hit. That one misses, and it's 1-0. In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. First and second, 2 down, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is in for a strike. And misses inside. Ellie De La Cruz in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Two on, 2 outs. That one is absolutely belted. And that gets down into the gap. 1 runs in. Espinal rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay. He scores, and they have the lead. 3-2.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance, and great transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
So runner at second, 2 down. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Nice grab on the run. And that is that. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now a 3-2 ball game. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And here's the first baseman, Mark Canha.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Andrew Monasterio.
Andrew Monasterio up now for the Brewers. Struck out looking his first time. Now the Reds manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Nick Martinez won't go any further. Gave him a good effort as he exits with a lead. And we'll have a new pitcher when we come back.
Now pitching.
Ian Gibaut gets the call from the pen.
Number 79.
He's making his second appearance of the season.
Gibaut.
And the first pitch misses in the dirt.
No.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
The Brewers trailing by a run, last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. Now 2-1.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him. 2 down.
Center fielder, number
Blake
60.
Perkins digs in now. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that...
That's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. Nobody left for Milwaukee. They trail it 3-2. Back here in Milwaukee, all set for the top of the 6th. So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Christian Encarnacion Strand. Hall back to work. Up the middle, a dive, he's got it. Throws from his knees, and very nicely done for the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
And next is the designated hitter, Jeimer Candelario.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Grounds one to short, and that one finds its way through. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Blake.
Next to hit,
Dunn.
Blake Dunn. Swinging a foul straight back. That misses, and the count even 1-1.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Hauls it in for the out.
The left fielder, number 2, Gavin Lux.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And now Santiago Espinal. Out to short. Monasterio. They get the force. That's the third out. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. Top of the order, 2 up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Reds 3 and the Brewers 2. And we're back. And stepping in is the speedy Bryce Terang.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Right side. Encarnacion Strand. Takes it to the bag.
Up
Leadoff
next
man
for
retired in the
Brewers,
6th.
The right fielder, Sal Frelick.
Sal Frelick now at the plate.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1. And he drops it down the third baseline. And he barehands it. And safe at first easily. No chance to get the out. That puts the tying run aboard.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
And now it's William Contreras. He's already homered in this game.
1-0.
It's a pitch out. Nothing doing. And that's ball 1. Back to first, and he's safe. Check on the runner. Frelick back on a dive. With the tying run on at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. And that is out of play.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swung on, belted, way back there. And it's a one-hopper off the wall, should be extra bases. The run scores all the way from first. It's 3-3.
Well, this one started with a bad jump, a bad read off of the bat. He ends up having to try to leap out of desperation, can't come down with it, and it turned into extra bases.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Christian Yelich up now for the Brewers. Fouled off. He was late. Man at second.
Ball, no. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With 1 out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Cut on and lifted in the air. It's going to fall for a hit. In comes the run from third. Throw comes into second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. One out. Runner at second. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. Yelich, the runner at second with 1 away. To the right side. handles, throws to first, and that's an out.
Third baseman, number 3, Joseph.
Now the third baseman, Joseph Ortiz, 1 for 2. This one in the dirt. And no movement on the bases. It's ball 1. This one in the air, center field. And he makes the catch. And that will end the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. 7th inning coming up. It's the Brewers 4 and the Reds 3.
When I come out, they run out. I'll be working that stage till the sun out. Your boy cooked, I'm blown up. Time to lace my
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Abner Uribe.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well, 1-run game, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin wins. Hitting the air out to center field. Perkins in and to his right. He's got it. And there's one down.
Now batting, the center fielder, T.J. Friedel.
Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedel. Uribe goes 6 feet 3 inches, 215 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That one at triple digits.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Inside, almost got him. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is outside. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires to first in time.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Now it's the second baseman, Matt McClain. First pitch is in the dirt. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one missed.
2-0 to count.
That one fouled off. And that one is inside.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
That one down the line and foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Brewers 4 and the Reds 3. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game scene.
The first baseman, Mark Canha.
There's the strike. Line to left. Reaching down, makes the catch.
Now batting, shortstop, Andrew Monasterio.
And now the shortstop, Andrew Monasterio. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch, and he just misses.
1 ball, no strike. Ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
A lion is on the prowl, my pain, I'm hiding it in my smile. And lately my faith, I've been finding it in the cloud. And don't tell me wait, cause
Towards first. He'll do it himself. He's out. And Milwaukee is set down in order. Brewers go down quietly, and it remains a 4-3 game. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Aaron Ashby.
Now, well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Well, 1-run game. Yeah, the batter now, Ellie De La Cruz. 0 for 3 in this one. And that's downstairs and outside. It's softly on the ground left side. Throws to first in time. First out in the top of the 8th.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
In now for the Reds, Christian Encarnacion Strand. 1 for 3. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're at the top of the 8th. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Monasterio fires across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And now the DH, Jamer Candelario.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Waste no time there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
So up next, Blake Dunn. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on. Drive it into a gap and score that run from first base.
Now a drag bunt, third base side. Bare hand grab, the throw, and they get the out.
This is a beautiful play. The bare hand grab at third throws off balance to first base to end the inning. If you play third base, it's got to be one of your favorite ones to watch.
Now pitching for
Back
Cincinnati.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll
Number
into the
50.
bottom of the eighth. Sam Moll.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Back to the top of the order now. This is Bryce Terang.
If you find someone that disagrees, please tell me. Nothing ever changed but the money, yeah, I'm still me.
He swings and fouls one off.
Well, these Brewers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him
right
up
fielder,
on the
number
inside
10.
part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Freeling in the box with one away as he takes ball one. One down, base is empty. Hit in the air, right field. Squeezes it, 2 away down.
Now batting, catcher William.
At the plate, William Contreras. He's already homered here in this one. There's a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Two down, nobody on. And he grounds one back up the middle. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Runner at first with 2 away. Christian Yelich up now for the Brewers. That clips the corner. Contreras, the runner at first with 2 gone. The outfield shifted pretty heavily towards right field. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate, but it's offline. And they lead by 2.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
So runner at second, 2 down. Chorio getting ready to hit. And it's fouled away. Just missed. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a miss.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
On the ground to third. Tosses to first. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Brewers pick up a run on this RBI double. Last chance coming up for the Reds. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Ryan Hudson. He comes in with a chance for his second save of the season. And now it's Gavin Lux. 3 for 3, 2 singles, and a homer.
Lux.
And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. That catches the corner. Ball 1 there.
1-2.
Pitch is in the dirt, and it's 2-2. Swing and a chopper out to short. Fires to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
The third baseman, number 4, Santiago Espinal.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Santiago Espinal. And ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. That's out to center field. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the Reds catcher, Austin Wynns. Way high with that one. And that is ball 1. And there's the strike. That's down and in. Wins. Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. No swing. He held up. Carl Dixon with the call there. They're down to their final strike. Hudson is just 1 strike away. And there's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Now batting,
TJ Friedel, the next to hit for the Reds.
Friedel.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Wins off of first with 2 away.
No.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
The tying run at the plate. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Tying run at the plate. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him! And that's the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
The 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Traders, I gave you hard work and labor. I gave you your flavor. Bohemian haters. This fakers, you gave me crumbs, I give me cakers. The movers and fakers get around and catch the papers. While my shots are jumping like the Lakers. I want land with acres, you them because your papers. I'm from back in the day where the was wearing papers. And they'll call you a moolie, treat you like a racist. Militant, yeah, I'm back in the booth. Pop, I hit you from the roof, yeah. It's the truth, I press you on you on your stoop. With body shots, take your body drop. I ain't got the hammer cock, the body. Thinking we talk about, we should've called a truce. Shout to all my